Hi guys, and welcome to Ban Tech Tips. Before we begin the video, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. So today we are talking about Nvidia's new GTX 1180 release date and the specifications. We'll talk about all the information that we have on Nvidia's new graphics card that they would launch this year in the first half. So we have confirmation that it would be GTX 1180. There are people who are talking about GTX 2080 instead of 1180, but we've got a confirmation on this because I've seen a lot of leaks, a lot of pictures of a card named 1180 Ti and 1180. So that part I'm definitely sure about that. It would be GTX 1180. It would not be GTX 2080 or 2070. Please do not quote me on this, but I am sure about this because I've seen a lot of pictures and a lot of articles on that. Now, we would not waste any time. We would straight away get into the specifications of the card that we are expecting. So with the launch of a GTX 1180 or 2080, whatever it would be, we would see 3584 CUDA cores, 256 GDDR6 memory. Now it would not be GDDR5, it would be GDDR6 memory. It would definitely be fast. It would have more bandwidth. Now we have another information that because we are talking about GDDR6, because we are talking about a completely new graphics card, we are not sure, but I've got some information about the release of DirectX 13 with the release of this graphics card. Because we know that this graphics card would support DirectX 13, it is something that would probably be launched in 2018. So we are expecting that DirectX 13 with the launch of this graphics card. Now this graphics card would be between 8 to 16 GB. I'm expecting the 8 GB base model that we had in GTX 1080, and I'm also expecting another model for 11 GB that we saw in GTX 1080 Ti, and the probably the higher version would be a 16 gigs of graphics card. Now we are talking here about HBM2, which has more bandwidth, and it is clearly written second gen high bandwidth memory, so it would have more bandwidth, and we are talking about 512 GBs of bandwidth here. So for GTX 1080 it was 320 GB. For the GTX 1080 Ti we had 484 GBs per second. So this graphics card, I am expecting it to be similar to the GTX 1080, but I'm so sorry, GTX 1080 Ti, but yes, there would be a lot of improvements. We've seen 3584 CUDA cores, 256-bit GDDR6 memory, and I'm not sure. I purchased a graphics card probably in 2012, and that was Nvidia GT610. It was 2 gigs version, and it had GDDR3 memory, and then we gradually shifted to GDDR5, and today we are talking about GDDR6. Now this graphics card would be clocked at 1.6 gigahertz base, and a boost clock would be around 1.8 gigahertz. So 200 megahertz would be the boost clock. The TDP thermal design power would be between 170 to 200 watts, which is something that we would expect from such a high end graphics card. The performance would offer around 1.5 times of current GTX 1080. Okay, this is something that we are expecting, and if I'm not wrong, I saw the same thing, that it would be 1.5 times better than GTX 1080 for the article on 1080 Ti. So don't quote me on this. We would expect $699 approximately for the card. It is $100 more than the GTX 1080's launch price, and at this point in time, because of the shortage of card, there are a lot of problems. We do not get the price for which we are supposed to purchase the product. So 699 at this point in time is not a lot of money that we are expecting. Now, what I've got the information about GTX 1180 is that it would be launched by the end of June, or at the most in the beginning of August 2018, because Nvidia had mentioned that they would launch this graphics card in the first half of the year. So it would either be launched in July end or August beginning. That's all for today. Thank you so much for joining. Please subscribe the channel if you want to see similar videos in the future. Take care. Bye bye.